Guys, hopefully we actually get some people to show up. If not, you'll never see this live. How about that? We're just gonna chill, hang out, smoke a cigar. We'll see where the night takes us. Hopefully you guys are having a great night, great morning, great weekend. Just got off the live with Sir Peck Hype and Krabby. Adam says hi. She's on the stairs. So what is up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you, Thomas. How's your week been? You load up on anything else? I am live. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed that live with Pack Hype and special guest Krabby. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that we were gonna get Krabby cards on a live with me and Pack Hype? Pretty cool. I thought so. Sorry. I know it's not our normal thing. I know I'm going late. Tomorrow, 10:30 Central, whatever time, our normal time, we will be doing a smash or pass of every single Pokemon that has ever been created. So, if that sounds like something you guys want to do, come by. If not, all good. I made a promise to Whack. I intend on keeping that promise. So, who knows? Maybe we'll get ourselves canceled. maybe I'll go off the hinges a little bit. But yeah, again, apologize, guys. I know it's late. I know what I don't even know what time it is. What time is it right now? Let's see. 12:11. So an hour and a half past our normal time. Um, yeah, I think this live went a little longer because of Krabby, but which is cool. Nothing against him. Um, so we'll see. But I appreciate your all's patience. Obviously, you guys know we're gonna hang out, chill, smoke a cigar, whether it's 3 people or 8 people, 10 people, who knows? But appreciate you guys. We're getting Pablo's chat broke, baby. What do you mean we're getting What do you mean we're getting Pablo's? Well, Pablo's not being serious about doing a rip and ship though, is he? But yeah, you guys, I know you both have been picking up stuff. Whack picked up some things today. I guess he went broke. Thomas, I know you got those Ascended Heroes EX boxes. Did you end up picking anything else up, or are you just kind of chilling? Still can't find anything at Walmart. Walmart is a shit show. So, yeah, I did get an Alakazam Chinese from 151. I did get that the other day, which I'm excited for. I got to get a guard for it, but and I did hit on the Pokemon Center. So, um the Pitch Black pre-orders, I was able to get 2 ETBs and a booster box. How did you guys do? Thomas, I didn't see you in the Discord if you hit or not. You hit twice, Whack? You greedy bastard. No, it was horrible. It was. I am still blocked on my PC at home. They error 17 me, and I don't know how to change my IP. So hopefully it changes by itself um, before the 30th or the Rayquaza drop, or else I'm gonna be fucked. So no, there's a way to fix it, but I tried airplane mode. I turned off the Wi-Fi. I restarted the router. Um, so I gotta look into it. I've had no time. So hopefully you guys have had a good week though. Thomas, I'm still waiting for you. I was actually, are you above Franklin? Where are you in Franklin? Or not in Franklin. You're not in Franklin, but it should all fix after a few days. Good. Hopefully, we'll see. I'll have my wife try the next one. Roxy Boxy, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hopefully you enjoyed the live. Sorry again. Uh, Fridays, we're gonna just have to see. Um, yeah, but tomorrow, smash or pass. It's gonna be a super long live. I'm gonna try to power through it, but I also want to have fun with you guys. Crack some jokes, get your all's thoughts and opinions. So it's gonna be a long live though. So yeah, Thomas, if you're below Franklin, I was all over your area like the last 2 weeks, and you never pinged me to get my, 5 finger discount. What's up, FOMO? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I thought it was a fun live. It went long, but it was cool to have Krabby on there. Krabby just recently started interacting with my channel. I've watched him for a um, while he's been blowing up, and so to have him on Alive, especially, Pack Hype wanted him on Alive as well. So I thought it was cool. It's nice to have other people's, opinions and stuff like that. So I appreciate your all's patience with that. Again, hopefully you all were able to enjoy it, but we're always still doing our thing. So yeah, bro. I got in. I got in as soon as it went live, and I kept getting pushed farther and farther back, and then it settled out, and I got my order in. Probably I don't know, it's probably 45 minutes into the drop, um, and then I guess shit hit the fan from there, so and then apparently, it went back up a couple hours later, and people were able to hit, so Krabby is cool. Yeah, he was super cool. I mean, he is one of those people I've never watched any of his lives because it seems like they're more of investor base, like a lot of the people that are asking questions and that he's talking to, it seems very investor focused, not really collecting focused. So I haven't watched a lot of his lives, but he's the same way, um, if not a little looser on lives than he is in videos. But overall, he seems to be the same person. So it was cool though. It was you watch people and you're still watching them, but you're on a computer screen actually having a conversation with them. Good backing, get your name out there. To be honest, getting your name out there. Yeah, I don't know if he's getting his name out there. My name's already out there, so I just do it because Pack Hype wanted he reached out to me and it sounded fun to do. So again, I know it interferes with this live, but no, you're good, Thomas. Yeah, no, I'm in your dude. My boss is trying to kill me lately, so I have been all over that area. Um, I was just up in Brentwood yesterday, and before that, I was in Carthage, and I was in Franklin probably 4 days out of the last week. Yeah, how did you do that, Whack? Were you just waiting? I know that we all knew it was coming, which I hope they don't do that with the 30th. The 30th and Rayquaza, I really hope that we don't have that information, like, where Tap is saying 100% it's dropping tomorrow. I just feel like it's a giant clusterfuck of a situation. Um because the bots have time to get ready. Everybody and their mother has time that wants to try to hit it. So I really don't like that. I like people knowing the general idea. Hey, we should be getting it this week or next week. Be on the lookout. But other than that, I just feel like when we know for certain it's happening, it just creates a massive problem. I feel like you 3 vibe well. I think you 3 care. I appreciate it, FOMO. Depends on who you ask. Some people say I don't care. So, but yeah, it was super cool. Yeah, it was cool. I was worried I was gonna get kind of what was it, cucked? At first because that Krabby and Pack were talking, so I kind of had to insert myself a little bit there. But then I think once I got inserted, then it was nice kind of bouncing things off. But it is challenging having 3 people. I know Henry is supposed to be doing like an 8-man live, I think tomorrow night. So yeah, I don't know, but the when you have so many you when you have that amount of people, it's just hard to get your points across, and then you interrupt each other, and so I thought it was fun though. It's weird. Just had your 2 phones on you? Okay, gotcha. Well, congratulations on hitting twice. I tried to hit twice in all fairness. Um, I tried to hit twice, but I help people get stuff. So, um, you know, I didn't get I didn't get it twice. I got it the one time, which I was lucky enough to get. But yeah. What's up, LeChonk? Good to see you, buddy. I didn't know if we were gonna see you tonight because I went a little bit later. I apologize, but it's good to see you. Hopefully your week's been well. When are we getting another LeChonk song? Yeah, yeah. I don't know, FOMO. I guess go check it out tomorrow night. It'll probably be more entertaining than my smash or pass, whatever, however many Pokemon. Um, like 11. What is it? Is it 1050? I don't know, but that's gonna be a long live. So you'll have the opportunity if you want to come by. But should have an all out call fest tomorrow. Hey, I'm down. I mean, we're gonna do it on StreamYard, so I'm down leaving it open and people can come on. It's just we're gonna be I mean, I guess we can all go smash or pass and kind of go back and forth with each other. I don't know where Inept is. I haven't seen Inept in a minute, so I don't know. I don't know. I know he's back around because he's not in the middle of the woods, but yeah, Pablo and Inept are not going to be on the same live together. I can promise that. No World Cup game that I'm aware of tomorrow, so I'm in. Yeah, how did America do? I know America was 2 goals up last I saw. Yeah, Whack, he's back. As far as I'm aware, he came back into town. Um, he sent something in the Discord, um, where he got a shower and he's back in town. USA smoked him. Let's go, baby. Now, how are my Koreans doing? The Koreans got destroyed? No, don't tell me that. No. I gotta order that shirt. I need Korea to win the World Cup. Just kidding. But yeah, no, not a ton going on. Um, how are we feeling about the market right now? I know some of you guys have stores, some of you guys work for stores. Thomas, how's the LGS doing? Is it holding on to product? Or people still coming in like crazy? Are you buying up all the product? I know Roxy Boxy's up massive on their Fable play. Whack is mad because he did not pick up the Fabled case at $400. And now Fabled is what, is it 600? $600 a box? But yeah, how are we feeling about the market? Are we seeing anything different? I know some of you guys are able to hit, some of you guys are not. Just very curious. Darkrai seems to be pretty crazy. Um, you move on pretty quick. I know you do. I know you move on pretty quick. Our conversation from earlier told me about that. So your LGS is selling good. What's up, Chew? Good to see you, buddy. Y'all playing some video games tonight, Chew? But yeah, no, I mean, it definitely seems like we're kind of in a slower period. I don't expect any sort of crazy price swings. Singles may continue to climb some, but PSA will obviously continue to climb with PSA being shut down, especially your tens. But it does seem kind of the I don't know. It seems like people are kind of getting just worn out of this market. um, which I'm not surprised. Even if you're able to find product at retail price and able to load up, I feel like we've been going for so long. But of course, I say that, and Pokemon's gonna release some more illustration rares or SIRs or whatever it is, next week, and the hype's gonna be back. They're gonna drop a freaking Umbreon illustration rare or a Blastoise SIR, something crazy to keep this market going. Super Mario, let's go. So, Whack, I don't fully understand. Was it someone from MJ Holding that stole 30 boxes? Or was it backdoor to somebody else? Oh, and also tomorrow night, I will show you guys one of the new birds that we got. I'll probably show you a couple of them, to be honest with you. Um, I did get a new turkey, so you guys will get to see them getting raised up. I think they're gonna be a black turkey. Shout out to Choo Choo. Um, I'm gonna call it Darkrai, whether it's a boy or a girl. My daughter will probably name it something else, but we did get a new turkey. A Walmart employee got 30 boxes? How is that even possible? W new AI feature to use. I'm genuinely curious to hear your thoughts on this. I have no idea what you're talking about, Whack. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you guys feel like Pokemon is slowing down? Oh, do you have chickens, Thomas? You need to post you could private message me. I love to see your chickens. What kind of chickens do you have? I'll be honest, I've been off the not off the Pokemon, like I've still been consuming a lot of Pokemon and looking up stuff, but I've been on the chicken grind this last week. So I've got a ton of cool chickens coming. I don't know what an Astro is. Pokemon is slowing down. Yeah, so FOMO. I know that we talked a little bit in the messenger. Are you I think you said you're primarily One Piece right now, right? Not sure. The vendor said an employee put the boxes into their truck and trailer and left. Yeah, I know, Chew, I was talking to Choo Choo, today on the phone, and he said that there was apparently, like, 16 boxes at his Walmart or Myers of it's not just Pokemon, it's, baseball and One Piece or whatever they have, but they're just sitting in the stores, and it's how like, I don't understand why they're just sitting in the stores right now because yeah, you can go to jail for it or go to prison for it, but people don't care, like somebody could, a Myers employee could literally go into those boxes and take one ETB of this, one ETB of that, booster bundles or whatever the case may be, and they might be able, just to every day walk out with product because you know that these MJ Holding people, they're not giving a shit. They don't. They know the writing's on the wall when it comes to them. Um, They know they're not gonna be I don't know. I don't think they're gonna carry Pokemon anymore whenever Pokemon switches over. I do think that Pokemon is going to switch to, their own distro, whether it's XL or whether they do something different. I would imagine it has to be XL, but, like, I don't think MJ is gonna really carry product unless Pokemon forces their hand to be able to, like, I don't know, track them, and they can't do the third party shit. Um, I don't know. Yeah, prices haven't really I don't really expect to see Chew. I don't expect to see prices really change too much. I think if anything, we might see, a slight correction, we might see like a 10% or something like that, go down. But I think for the most part, we're just going to kind of stagnate. People are just too confident. It's not just individuals, it's vendors, it's LGSs. Everybody's too confident. And people have started to learn about, the summer lulls and um the winter lulls, so they're gonna hold. I think some people are gonna move off for the 30th and for the Rayquaza set, but I think the time to do that was a couple months ago, not right now. Where's the baby duck? The baby duck, it's not a duck, it's a turkey. Um, she'll be on the I'll have a couple chickens and turkeys on the live tomorrow night. So we're just smoking a cigar, we're just chilling. Again, appreciate you, Krabby, for coming on. It was good talking to you and having a conversation with you. So I appreciate it for sure. I'm sure Pat Hype said the same thing. Slightly because of Lorcana. Yeah, no, for sure. Everybody's going into Lorcana. I saw Pokegator did a live where he was talking about he sold Pokemon to go into Lorcana and he was wearing a Mickey Mouse ear hat. I don't know how true it is, but it's just the money is just moving around to every TCG. It's just overflowing, and then one TCG gets too expensive, they go to another TCG. It's just everything. Every TCG is just booming right now, besides Riftbound. What's up, Korea guy? Soup, soup, soup. Me no more. MJ hold. Yeah, no, get MJ out of here, bro. Korean guy, I was able to hit on Pitch Black. Most people, at least in my Discord, they were not able to hit. It was absolutely freaking brutal. Yeah, no, Krabby, thanks for offering to come on. It was I enjoyed the conversation. So I'm glad that you came on. I know Pack Hype was glad to have you as well. So he actually wanted to have you on a couple of weeks ago when I was going to be out of town. So it was like a full circle moment for sure. Riftbound isn't booming. Yeah, no, not from what I've seen, man. Riftbound, they came out with those 3 sets that they reprinted, and it kinda seemed to have stalled out Riftbound. So, um, yeah. Other than that, though, everything's booming. Everything's making money, bro. It will flow back to Pokemon. Absolutely, it will. It will. I think Pokemon's probably gonna be the last thing to settle down. I think we'll see, the slowdown of, Godzilla, Riftbound's already kinda slowed down. It's probably gonna be, Magic's already seeming to slow down. It'll probably be like One Piece will be the second to last and then Pokemon, but I for sure think, I think Pokemon you'll know when it's over when Pokemon slows down. I'm waiting on Pal World too, Lambo. I will be partaking in the Pal World. Yeah. If Pokemon's continuing to boom, I'll still be in Pokemon, but I'll get my I'll get my Timu Pokemon from Pal World. Yeah, dude. Don't worry, Krabby. A lot of people got cooked on Pitch Black. One booster box is 180, another one 470. Okay, cool. Well, every TCG's booming then, baby. Roxy's in love with some Krabby. So I'm in a Riftbound. It will boom eventually. No, I mean it seemed like I've actually heard that the game for Riftbound is good. So um, you know, as long as there's a player base, I don't know. I think I heard they do different kinds of variants of cards, like Illustrator signed cards and stuff like that. I've heard it's a pretty promising TCG. So the real test is going to be once everything slows down, once these companies are able to print and keep up with demand to a certain extent. How do they perform? Especially like Lorcana. I know Lorcana, Disney adults. Me and FOMO talked about this the other day or last week when we were doing our live. And the Disney adults, they'll go freaking into bankruptcy to get certain things. But I don't trust Disney as far as I could throw them. They tend to fuck up at some point, so I imagine Lorcana eventually at some point will have a fuck up. Um, One Piece, it's interesting on what One Piece is gonna do because they don't really seem to have a market for their lower, tier cards, like their $5, $10 cards. It's kind of like boom or bust. Um, pick getting those like Grail cards or the mangas and stuff like that. And I know very little about One Piece. So I feel like that market's very unstable and it will show at some point, especially when you can get a $5 card graded in a PSA 10, which is not too hard to do. And then freaking next thing you know, it's a $300 card. Um, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see for sure how these markets correct. Everyone goes back to the alpha and the bear market. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, but it's not going to be everybody though. I mean, there's gonna, and I agree with Krabby. It was one of the points I didn't get to make with him. I agree that we will have overflow. It's not all these people that have come in during this boom. They're not all gonna leave. Like, I think every single bull run, when you go into the bear market, I think you will always carry over some new people that do actually fall in love with Pokemon, the community, the hobby. But how much is that going to be? Is that going to be, you know, 20%? Is it going to be 70%? I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be like 50-50. I do honestly feel like a lot of people are in Pokemon for the money right now. I don't still, if you think about it, if let's say we carry over 30% of people, um, that's still a shit ton of people. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people are in the market right now for the wrong reasons, and you're seeing that. Yeah, Lambo, I've been worried about you, buddy. I have not, excuse me, I've not seen you in the comments. I've not seen you make any videos. I'm like, I hope Lambo didn't give up. But yeah, no, I'm so toasted on the market. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. Like I watch very few people. I really do. I 2x Pokey Plumber 90% of the time if he is actually talking about something that I can get my teeth synced into. I always watch Rudy's videos. I used to watch your videos when you uploaded. I watch Krabby to see what Krabby's talking about and his points. Um, who else do I watch? Who else do I watch? I watch Pack Hype. Yeah, dude, I don't watch many people anymore. I'm just over it. I think people like Krabby. Yeah, dude, yeah, if Krabby doesn't stay, like he's giving up so much. He's on fire. Every single one of his videos do what 1K, 2K, 3K. Um, like now will he upload every single day? I hope he doesn't, because otherwise he's gonna get burnt out at some point. But yeah, dude, he's gonna be at the rate that he's growing, he's gonna be one of the top dudes in on the Pokesphere. And then the great thing is when the market settles down, it seems like he's got some good liquidity on him. He'll be able to move that into pack openings and just continue to climb that way. So he's not just the thing about Krabby is he's not just an investor, he's also a collector too. So he's got like the best of both worlds, um, where he doesn't really even seem to be punished by his content. I was watching while I was waiting for Pack Hype to go live on Henry's channel. I watched a little bit of Jay's content or Jay's live, and Jay was saying how he wants to open up packs and do stuff like that, but he can't because the algorithm has figured him out to be an investing channel. So those people are going to have a real hard time because the biggest problem is once you start getting views and then you stop getting those views, it fucks with your head. It just messes you up, and you get monetized, you start making money, you don't want your views to go down. So you get stuck, and eventually these people are gonna have to change. You can't do the investing content in a bear market. People are not gonna give a shit. They're gonna buy what they want to buy when cards, let's say the market cools off, and instead of cards, your top chase card from a brand new set coming out and it's kind of settling at 150 bucks. Instead, the new floor or is 200. So your top chase is 200. Like, yeah, that's expensive, but when you look back at things, from a year ago, you'll be like, "Oh, dang, I'm picking up this Gengar or this shiny Mega Gengar for 200 bucks when the Gengar from Ascended Heroes was $1,500." Like, it's going to make people just buy what they actually want to buy instead of getting approval from mommy and daddy that they're doing a good job with their investment portfolio. So those people are going to have a hard time. TLDR, Krabby's probably not going to, as long as he just continues to just make content. And he's not controversial. He doesn't start any shit like I do. So people like him. Um, you know, he's put himself in a good situation. So the ball's in his court. If he succeeds, he succeeds. If he doesn't, it's because he chose not to. Let's see. I think the bottom cap will be higher than last time. Yeah, no, for sure. I agree. I don't know what the bottom is. Is it, I think Pokemon's gonna really try. I think another thing, I think we're seeing artificial hype, artificial scarcity from Pokemon for the 30th anniversary. I also think that they're in a way punishing us because people were laughing at MSRP. People did not want to pay MSRP because you could buy a booster box for 100, 120, sometimes even $80. Well, now they're kind of like changing our thought process to when they do give us MSRP at some point, because it will happen, we are going to be championing them and thanking them so much for this opportunity. So I really think we're probably going to see, like, they're going to want to try to keep it around a 20 to $30 fluctuation, close to MSRP. So you might have booster boxes. Let's say they raise up MSRP $180, 179.99. I did hear that there's talks of $200 at MSRP. That would be crazy for them to do that. But they'll keep boxes, your highs may be like the 210s, 220s, your lows may be, back to 160, 140. I don't think we're gonna see, you know, the days of $80 booster boxes, unfortunately. I mean, there's always potential. It could always happen. But I think they're really gonna, like Krabby said, and you guys know I've been saying this for a while. I think they're really gonna play with that lever. And if they see demand starting to slow down, they're gonna kind of pull back. If they see it accelerating, they're really gonna push forward um, and be able to make those changes a lot quicker. Let's see. I am behind. Riftbound is so easy, and they're building tournaments. Yeah, no, I think as long as you have a good player base and you have chase cards that people, find enjoyable and makes people come back, I think that, the TCG will have success. Um, you know, Riftbound obviously has been around forever, so it has that core following, and that's really all that you need. As long as the company doesn't fuck up, right? They don't print too much, they don't print too little. Um, because people do want to be able to open up packs and enjoy it. They don't want to be fighting people 24/7 just to get it. They'll just be like, fuck it. Especially when you can go to another TCG that is easier to find, more expensive as far as chase cards, stuff like that. Yeah, 20 to 30% is still ridiculous. Yep, for sure. For sure. So I think eventually the product outright, will boom when it goes vintage. Yeah, absolutely, Korean guy for sure. Who? I'm sorry, Thomas. I don't know if you're still here, but who's too goofy? No defeat, no surrender. No, sir. Blood, good to see you, buddy. How's your week been? How was the vending show? Did you make some money? I haven't talked to you in a while, so we got turkeys in the chat. Appreciate the love, guys. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Make something really, for myself. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean, you do whatever you want, right? But yeah, I hate the investor stuff. For sure. Wouldn't that just make scalpers raise their prices even further? What do you mean, LeChonk? I mean, here's the thing. As far as like scalpers, i- if if they can't make money, they're not going to be around. Like, you know, scalping is not going to be a forever thing. Like Pokemon is not. You're not going to be able to at some point. You're not going to be able to get a booster box for 170 with tax and sell it for 220 bucks or $250. It's just that's not what's going to happen. I think honestly, if Pokemon raises up MSRP, let's say they go to 180, and technically it could raise, they could raise the box price. So instead of your box being $220, they could raise it up $20 to 240. It could become the new normal, but eventually people are going to be like, okay, look, you know, I'm not really making money by the time you take in the 13% sales tax. I got to ship it. Um, I'm really not going to make that much money. And people are just going to get bored of it. Like, I know people that are getting an ungodly amount of products, like, they're not botting, they're not scalping, they're where they're at, they're able to find Ascended Heroes, they're able to find Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, they're able to acquire 20, 30 ETBs in a couple weeks of these sets, and they are even like, "Hey, look, this is fun, but I'm taking a day off." Just the monotony of just going and going and going. Eventually, it's going to wear on people, and people are also, if we continue to climb, people are going to get priced out. Like, just because you're not priced out right now, or you are priced out right now, doesn't mean that if we continue for 6 months that booster boxes aren't going to come out at $300. Well, do you really want to be paying $300? Well, what if they keep going to 350, 400? You know, people are gonna be like, okay, we've gotten to an insane level. So I think people will calm down at some point. Doo-doo-doo. Think everything but ETBs go up? No, I think ETBs are gonna go up too. I do. They're supposed to be what, 50 bucks? They'll probably raise them up to 60. Plumber, he's a good dude, but he's too good for me. I agree, man. I've always got to fast forward through it. I literally put him on 2x unless he's giving some juicy information. Korea won their first World Cup game today. Oh, I heard that they went 1-for-1 though. They tied. But yeah, I need to get a creature. I didn't know the World Cup was literally coming up. Been good, busy show. Well, there you go, buddy. Hopefully that means you made some good money. Yeah. No, no, no hate towards Plumber. Either he's a really happy person. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. Some people I listen to their content, some people I don't. I'll just leave it at that. Well, let's go. I need Korea to win the World Cup. They need to beat USA. But yeah, again, guys, the pitch black drop was butt. It was bad. It was bad for sure. It was yeah, I don't know why Pokemon can't figure out I mean, I know like bots, you're never gonna stop the bots, right? They do a new security system, they throw something in place, the bots are just gonna find a way around it. You know, Walmart's tried it. Then next thing you know, you're going to the freaking automotive section, going for tires, and then it kicks you in, you're able to buy products. Again, bots and scalpers are not gonna go away until the secondary market really cools off. Um, But they got the Pokemon, they gotta figure something out, man. Like, you should if freaking Apple and Mac can run their softwares and support all these millions of people that have computers and phones, there's no reason Pokemon can't freaking handle, you know, a couple million people logging on to the Pokemon Center. I don't buy it. So and then they did the whole scheduled maintenance. I think what I think it was is that scheduled maintenance was actually not a maintenance. Bots were getting through and they just decided to kill the website is what I think. I don't have any reason to think that. I do know that bots were getting through, people were able to eat. So, yeah, man, they should be able to figure it out. I just don't I think they don't care. Like, not that I don't care, I think they're doing it on purpose, man. I really do. Um, it makes no sense. Number 1 IP in the world, and you can't keep a website up. You don't have the server capacity to deal with millions of people. I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it. Nice green guy, I did too. Yep, so I got my booster box, my 2 ETBs. I'm good. I'm done. I'm gonna look in Korean or Chinese, preferably Korean for the Mega Darkrai. We'll see what the price is for it. S You know, I'm not gonna FOMO into the card. I'm just gonna have to wait and see, and then I'll make my decision on if I pull the trigger or not. I think it's a really cool card. I definitely want it in my collection. I wanna have it. I just yeah, I don't know. Like, Japanese is 600 bucks right now for the Darkrai. English, I feel like is probably gonna be, you know, I know that Japanese is typically cheaper, so you could say 600, 700. I feel like the Darkrai is probably gonna be around that $600 price point. 700 seems a little crazy to me, especially the size of the set. The set is smaller than, you know, like your Chaos Rising and stuff like that. This set truly feels to me like a Darkrai or bust set. I know people were saying that about Phantasmal Flames with the Charizard, but I just eh, there's not a lot of good cards, in my opinion, in the Darkrai set. So very disappointing, but still, they did a fantastic job with the card. Biggest I yeah, I'm right there with you, Thomas. I'm right there with you. Shout out to Roxy, $5. That will get me some chicken feed, so I greatly appreciate it. Um, yeah, no, I appreciate it. So we're almost I think that we are like after this, I'll have to check. I think we're about $10 away from $100. And then at $100, you guys know the deal. I'm literally going to take the money out of the account. We're going to do maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe what we'll do is tomorrow quickly. No, I can't do it tomorrow. Maybe next week. Next week we will on Saturday we'll look through some things, we'll look at the market and you guys will do a vote, you know, and again, this is for people that have been around. So Thomas, unfortunately, you don't qualify because you won the first partner box. Blood, you won the 151. So it's Roxy, Lechonk, Whack, Brandon, Crazy. Who else am I forgetting? There's other people I know I'm forgetting. FOMO. Oh, you did unsub? Whack? Ah, I'll throw you in there. Anyways, it's for the guy you guys know. It's for you guys that support the channel, show up to the lives, but we'll do $100. So, also, in a couple probably next month as well, I will be doing a giveaway, on another live. Maybe we'll do a 2 for 1. We'll have 2 winners for a live, but I'm getting a Chaos Rising ETB, and we're gonna do a giveaway for that as well. So, yeah, just be on the lookout for that. You guys be thinking about what you want. Anything under $100, I guess will technically support the secondary market, but I don't really have a choice. So if that's prismatic bundle, we'll do a prismatic bundle, um, or whatever. So yeah. Yes, sir. No, I know you, Dan Whack. I know. I guess I need to put Whackhammer in there too. We'll see if he comments on the video for the live. But yeah, you guys just think about it, or we can do cards too. We don't have to do sealed. We can do a card as well. Yeah, thanks, Korean guy. I appreciate it. I'll throw you in the giveaway too, as long as you're around next month. But yeah, no, I made that video and I gained like 20 subscribers, so I'll probably lose 15 over the next month or so. But yeah, I'm at 600. So tomorrow night, Smash and Pass live. Oh yeah, and I need to do Choo Choo needs to be in the giveaway too. So yeah, so Choo Choo, I am at $100 that I've gotten from memberships and donations. I'm gonna once I get $100, we're gonna take $100 out. We're gonna buy something that everyone agrees on. Mostly everybody agrees on, and we'll do a giveaway for that. And then also we're doing a giveaway for Chaos Rising ETB. So like next month. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. No, because I was at 595. I was at 595. I'm at 615. So it's 20. No. No, I was at 595, pretty sure. If you are a healthy collector, a minimal investor, no matter what, you should be fine. All I do is pick up a couple of products, a certain sets, and move on. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I feel like a lot of people though, I don't how do I say this? I feel like a lot of people right now with how the market is, they say that they're going to be able to hold, they say that they're going to be around for 5 years or 7 years or whatever the case may be. They've never been through a full cycle. They've never seen a full cycle. So, um like yeah, if you pick up a Sin of Heroes at 180 bucks, right? Or 170. Let's say Sin of Heroes is 170 bucks. You pick it up right now, you bought it off the secondary market, like yeah, you'll be fine if you can hold for 3 years, right? A lot of people haven't been battle tested, and a lot of people also don't take into consideration, like how over leveraged are you? Are you leveraged at all? Um, are you playing with house money? Do you have ways and avenues of if you do, let's say, have your car break down and you need to have it fixed and it costs, $3,000? Do you have that money available that you can do that? Or are you going to have to sell out of some of your cards or some of your sealed? Because like right now, you can take your cards or you can take your sealed. You can get anywhere from 80 to 95%, at an LGS, at a card show, wherever you are. But that's not always how the market's going to be. Um, some places are only gonna offer you 30, 40% on singles because they gotta hold on to them in, like, a bear market. They may have to hold on to them for months or a year. Um, Sealed obviously won't be that low, but it's not gonna always be that easy to be able to just go somewhere and flip it because you need the cash. Right now it is. So, I don't think a lot of people are thinking about that. But if we let Sec 200 each use the garage, they get burnt. They Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Like I said, I know a guy, he's got I think he's got roughly 40 Ascended Heroes ETBs that he's been able to acquire, all at retail, by the way. Kudos to him. And, he's fine. He's fine, because he's essentially got 110 dollars to play around with, if he wants to sell out of those, or he just braces the storm. Ascended Heroes goes down to 30, or I mean, I guess realistically, if we have a new floor set, we probably won't see $35 ETBs. We might see 40, 45, maybe even 50. So realistically, he'll be fine as long as he holds it. But he's been battle tested. This isn't his first bull run. This isn't his first full cycle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, this is their first for everything. Yeah, thanks, Roxy. I appreciate it. And honestly, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Brandon, which he's not here right now. He's probably asleep. Shout out to Crazy, you, Roxy, you, Thomas, Lambo, um, Whack. You know, there's a lot of you guys have been around for a while. You guys have been there at 300. And it's not like I'm one of these other channels that goes from 300 all the way to freaking 1,000 overnight. Like, you guys know, this has been we're almost on a year now of this channel being existing. And so you guys know it's been a grind. We've put a lot of time together with each other, um lives and videos. So I appreciate you guys, hanging out and just chilling. You've been here shadow watching. Oh, Jay's in the shadows always. What's up, buddy? Shouldn't you be asleep? Picked up a couple boxes. Some Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. It's a super super smart thing to do. I remember Team Rocket Joey was boasting about first chapter, and then now it's all about Fabled. But yeah, I mean, you never know with these new sets that are coming out. It could be it could freaking any base set could be the next Pokemon base set. Let's see. 151 is dropping, so it's Paldean Fates. Dang. Paldean Fates, man. Don't sleep on that Paldean Fates. I feel Paldean Fates. 151, sell it all. Sell the farm. Sell the farm on that 151 besides the Pokemon Center ETBs, um, and the SPCs, but or UPCs. But other than that, get out of here. Turkey time. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. That's why I could barely make it. Dang, Jay, you gotta go to sleep, man. I appreciate you coming by though. Lurking in the shadows. Yeah, no, Thomas. I know. I'm just saying though, like, it's as much of you guys as it is me. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here still. You know what I'm saying? So you guys just I'm not gonna do a 600 subscriber giveaway. That's for sure. Like, we did the 500. We'll do 1,000. Um, but yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's kudos to you guys. Like I said, I got a list of people, and if they stop showing up, it's time to call it GG's. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to say before, even if the market turns, I'll be here. No, Jay, I know you will. We were talking about you. Um, I don't know, not talking about you. I was talking about what you said in Henry's live, where you want to be able to open up cards, but your channel has turned, not turned, this is gonna be the wrong words. I'm trying not to sound like a dickhead. Um the algorithm has decided you're an investing channel. And so, you also not content creators, when you start making money, I don't make shit from YouTube, so I can say this. When you get views, you're monetized, you make that money, like you have like the adaption period is probably going to be painful for the algorithm wise. But I will say out of a lot of these investor channels, I'll be honest, I think you care about Pokemon more than some of the people that say that Pokemon is their life. Um, yeah, I'll leave it at that. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Like, I think that you actually do like Pokemon. Other people, I can't say the same thing, even though they say they love Pokemon. Doo-doo-doo. I'm not gonna leak the address. He lives up right close to Canada. So, yeah. Yeah, dude, New York's yeah, bro, yeah, I mean, dude, just move anywhere out of New York besides California, you'll probably have some sort of chance. Move up to Alabama in the mountains or something, you'll probably find product there. Yeah, Target drops are terrible, man. I I can never hit shit. So much of the collector side of things. Well, let's see. Yeah, no, that's a fair point, Jay. 100%. Audio's been fucked for the past 20 minutes, by the way. Damn, really? Am I lagging? That sucks. Fuck it. Who cares? I used to spend countless hours playing video games. Yeah, dude. Yeah. No, I think I think that people come in. What I think that happens is I think people come into YouTube and they come in, they make Pokemon content because they love Pokemon. And then, they love Pokemon, or it's something that it makes them feel like they're a kid again. Where because life is hard for most people, not everybody, but most people, life sucks. And it's that escape. And they feel passionate. And then, the longer that you do it, and then when money gets involved, the paychecks from YouTube, the monetization, I feel like people lose that love over time, which is a natural thing, right? Um, but they don't stop because they've become accustomed to that X amount of dollars that they get. And they're literally just making the content because that's how they get paid. Um, yeah, I hope that makes sense. So my childhood's yeah, dude, if your childhood's embedded in it and I think the most dangerous thing is sponsorships, you know, going after sponsorships and then the freaking becoming obsessed with the views. But again, that's easy for me to say. I barely get any views on my channel. So, for me, like I make the content I want to make because that's how I feel. I don't get paid for um I don't get paid regardless of how my videos do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, if your childhood's embedded in it and you actually do love it, then you'll do fine. You'll do fine. I would love to see your target history. Who gets to hit Dollar General over and over, picking a prisoner? Well, I mean, is he in your Discord or? in New York, because apparently you guys in New York are fucked. Korean guy's also in New York. I don't know where in New York. I know you both live in New York, but he says he's never even seen Ascended Heroes out in the wild. I've seen the bones of Ascended Heroes, but I've never seen Ascended Heroes either. And I live in a relatively small town. 3 a.m. for every. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Korean guy. I'm the same way. I don't stay up for every single drop, but I've stayed up for some drops, and I get bent over and fucked. I do. Yeah, I think there's also location based with all parts of content creation and being Pokemon, but I barely make any money. Yeah, dude. If you love the content creation, um, for me, I just don't have time for it. In all honesty, which I know is funny because people say, "Oh, he doesn't have the time for it," but then he does, 3-hour lives or 4-hour lives. Um, I just enjoy the lives. I enjoy the interactions. I enjoy the conversations, and you know, I just for me, the videos are fun and all, but I always don't know what to talk about for 10 minutes. So I enjoy the lives, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I don't want my channel to be big. I don't want freaking I noticed so, like, my most recent video, it's got, like, 2.4K views. I don't know why. It's just a dumb video that I made, and, the more people that get to see your content, the more douchebags that come out. And I'm good just kind of with my people, I'm good just being a little fly on the wall and just chilling and having a good time, I don't want to views and then deal with a bunch of dickheads. So people get that twisted. Like they're like, "Why are you on YouTube if you don't want to make money?" Like I'm just on YouTube because I wanted to have some friends. I wanted to have a community. Um, I wanted to have a community of people. Obviously, I wanted to have YouTube friends like other content creators, and I do have, a couple, but like I realized I don't need that. I've got my measly 10, 11 people hanging out with me at freaking 1 o'clock in the morning, my time, 2 o'clock your time, like I'm good. I'm chilling. And honestly, I do more for my people than a lot of these bigger content creators that get paid thousands of dollars a month from YouTube. Um, and I think that means something. I think that says something about me personally, but maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know. Fuck it. Oh, shit. I'm behind. You losing your channel when would do nothing to your life. There you go, buddy. There you go. You're doing it for the right reasons. Got to like 5K plus to start to notice something real nice. Okay, got you. Yeah, I don't know. Since November 25. Dude, Wag, you gotta chill, buddy. You gotta chill. No, he doesn't live in New York? Oh, your guy doesn't live in New York. Gotcha. Counts videos like every day or 2 times a month. I don't even try over here. No, for sure. Oh, so if you make shorts, it also screws you. Start pushing their shorts over. Yeah, I've heard that shorts are the way to go if you want to get just like a bunch of subscribers. Lives are a ton of fun. They are. I love doing the lives. It's the best part of the week for me. Yep. Yeah, I'm literally just a live channel at this point. I just we go live. I try to get a video or two out a week, but mostly just lives, man. Yeah, no, LeChalk, like I said, I appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out, especially on Fridays, because I know Fridays are a shit show with how late they go, or start now. But yeah, never hit. I did every trick, pretty much all the tricks. Get over out of the card. Yeah, Korean guy, you just gotta spam click for checkout, but I've never hit either. It's like, "Hey, boys." Absolutely, man. Absolutely. If I had a plunger? Nah, I'd have to I gotta kiss somebody's ass, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that, obviously. I probably should've, right? I probably should have kept my mouth shut about a couple things that I said in the past. Um, and I'd probably be up there, but I don't care. Like, I'm never gonna be fake. I'm never like, I'm always gonna tell you guys how I feel, what I'm up to, what I'm doing. So, yeah, whack. I agree, man. Like, it's why I heard somebody say, instead of making content, I go live in front of 8 people, which is just completely disingenuous, by the way. It's not 8 people. Like, we were at 15 earlier. Sometimes it's been 20, almost 30. But I should instead of doing that, I should be making videos. And it's like, no, like, again, this is what I like. And I think you guys like it as well. That's why you guys ask me every single week, are we doing the lives? So it's what I do. It's what makes me happy. It's what makes you guys happy. So I'm good. Give away every video. Now we're talking. I can't do a giveaway every video. I don't make any money. I don't even go look. It's not worth it. I mean, whack, you gotta sell eventually, buddy. I mean, I know you make good money from the trade shows and stuff like that. You had 2 temporal forces walking wakey TVs this morning? Nice. I didn't even know those dropped. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know that those dropped. So, big ups on that. Temporal forces, one of everybody's most favorite sets from Scarlet and Violet. That was some terrible English, but yeah, temporal Paldea Evolved, man. Everybody say what's up to Shug. Shug in the building. I don't know if FOMO's still here, but FOMO, your boy's here. But I made more than the amount I spent. Well, then you're good. You're good, Whack. If you made more than what you spent, you're good. You hold on and you just keep on buying, baby. Keep on buying. Shug's been here for a while. Shug's one of the ghost watchers. We know that now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the noise. Shug, if you only knew. I'll say I'd rather stay away from the drama. It's not for me, and some people feed off that. It's honestly, Jay, I'll tell you what. I know that you're not a drama person. I think that the drama doesn't do you as a creator any good. You might get, like short-term views, but here's the problem. The problem is on YouTube there's so much politicking and not everybody, but a lot of people are part of groups. And if you go after somebody in that group or the head honcho in that group, then people will just instantly write you off. You could give out the best investment advice. You could give out, you could make the best content in the world. It's not going to matter just because they're like, they're the cool kids club. You know what I'm saying? So it just literally it hurts your channel. So there's no reason to do it. I learned that from personal experience. It doesn't mean I'm not going to shoot shots at people. I'll always shoot shots at people. Um, but I really have to care about that. Let's see. We got people. What's up, Jay? I was making breakfast and got a notification and it just worked. It just not even check. Dude, awesome. Congratulations. Big ups. Big ups on that. There you go. You got a Target drop. So that's something. Target's rough. Walmart's really bad. So anytime that you can hit, I mean, temporal forces again, it's not a bad set to get. Let's see, I'm behind. Suge's the goat. Absolutely. Suge is he's the closet watcher with his furry suit. Always lurking. Exer. I forgot you go live today. Yeah, Pablo, I go live Saturday, Friday, and Saturday, unless something crazy happens. Yeah, shit's like high school. Absolutely, for sure. Um, I'm gonna rip a few packs from my Zygarde. Oh, did you get a Zygarde box? Cool. Furry suit is at the dry cleaner right now. No, you didn't do a furry or orgy, did you? Well, I've been growing nice and I mean, Jay, you're almost at 2K subscribers, right? So, I mean, I don't know when you started, but you've been killing it. Your videos normally get over 1,000 views, so there ain't nothing. It's nothing to squawk at, man. I mean, you want to talk about slow? I'm the prime example of. Oh, you're at 2.3. Damn, my bad. I didn't mean to offend. Um, like I'm as slow as they come. Suge's even slower. So, like you're doing good. Nice blood. I'm glad you were able to hit at target for sure. Yeah, what day was today? So, card shows. Yeah, Pablo, was that video you uploaded? Was that from the card show freaking like 4 months ago? Pablo, I'm going to let you know this. I am not going to make bullshit content for the sake of making bullshit content. If I make a video, it's because I feel like I need to make that video. Like I don't I don't want to make content every day. I I feel like if you make content every day, and sorry to anybody, if anybody in here, I don't think anybody makes content every day except for you, Pablo, in here. If you make content every single day, most of the time your content's garbage. Like, yes, you'll have some good points here and there, but you are literally like just talking about bullshit most of the time. Like you're just searching for straws to try to talk about something. Like I can't do it. No, I know. No, Suge should be one of the up there guys. So I had to say that to poke fun at Suge. Like twice a week plus the lives. I mean, I feel like on average, I think I post twice a week on average. So do do do. Yeah, no, no. I was just poking fun. I found out from the Discord. There you go, buddy. Good. I'm glad. Oh, did you hit on the online target drop? Twice a week isn't bad though. No, it's not. You're right. It's not. I've been extremely busy just with work. So I don't know, man. My problem is if my problem is that I'm very scatterbrained. So I have a video idea, I have something I want to talk about, but I can like I can hit the record button and I'll fuck up halfway through and then I'll re-record and I miss out talking points. Like I'm very hard on myself when it comes to videos, which I know is funny because I never claim that my videos are the best or even good. But like I don't know, like again, I just feel like if I'm gonna make a video, I want it to be passionate. I want it to try to be educational for you guys to be like, like I learned something from this, or if it's a rage video, maybe it opens your eyes to why I'm feeling that way. Maybe it makes you second guess. Um, I don't know, man. Like I don't want to make content just to make content. Like I'm not gonna feed the machine just to feed the machine. The reason I do the lives I smoke a cigar. Like, I'd be smoking a cigar regardless, if I was doing lives or not. But instead, I have 10 people or 15 according to the numbers that are just hanging out, chilling, having hopefully having a good time. And then tomorrow night, like we do the same thing, except for we're doing a smash and pass. So, like that is my content for you guys. That is something that I enjoy, that you guys enjoy, that we have a fun time. I feel like it feels like we're all just a group of a group of friends just bullshitting, even if it's just through the chat. Yeah, Jay. So smash and pass, 600 subscribers. Whack wants me to do a smash or pass. So we're gonna do every single Pokemon. I already got the website as long as it works. Um, um, and we're gonna go Gen 1 all the way to freaking Gen 9. Every Pokemon, smash or pass. So I don't know how long the live's gonna be. Whack's gonna be there the whole freaking time. So if it's 5 hours, it's 5 hours that Whack's gonna be there. But he's gonna get his smash and pass. No, no. No, for sure not. Let's see. Twice a week isn't bad. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Um, Pablo does it every day, and he slacks off. Tomb him 4 months to upload a day. Yeah, that did take forever. Good luck on Thursday. It's gonna be a bloodbath. I'm just trying to put up. I'm getting stuff. Hey, bro, I told you if you can carry in New York, carry in New York. Keister it if you have to. But yeah, New York's something crazy. Not only you got to worry about the people, the what's the name? The scalpers trying to get the product, but then you got to worry about crackheads coming out of the alleys and just trying to stab you for, because they think you're an alien or some shit. Like, I'd be keistering something at all times in New York. So yeah, for sure, for sure. My plan is full transparency: Pokemon Center ETB, UPC, maybe an ETB or two. I don't know if they're doing booster bundles. I can't remember. I think they're doing booster bundles. But I'm just gonna chill for the most part after the PCTBs and the UPC. I'm gonna chill, pick up singles. There will be time. I don't care if it's a 1 in 10,000 God pack. Eventually, over the next 4 years, this market will chill. People are not going to care about the 30th. You'll be able to get your products. Thomas, I guess you're leaving. Thank you, Thomas. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. If not, have a great weekend with your family. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Doo-doo-doo. From 2 recordings you made? Make it easier? No, bro. No. If you want to grow, you need to post every day, no matter good or bad. Just talk and have opinions. No, bro. I'm not just going to talk to talk. I get what you're saying. And I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck enough to grow to to make content every day. I just don't. I don't care. Oh, there's left. All right. Yes, sir. Joke. Smash Bros. Yep, yep. I really hope this Pokemon Center gets it together. I got kicked out 3 times for pitch black. God, absolutely. Yeah, dude. Jay, I don't know, man. Like, I think at this point they're doing it on purpose. We were talking about this earlier. I don't know if you were in it here or not. I assume probably not because we were talked about it. But for Pokemon, they're the number one IP in the world. They don't have the servers to keep up with the demand, even if it was 6 million people, on these servers. They should have been able to keep up. I don't think that they're not. I don't think their server room's not big enough to keep up with the amount of demand or traffic. So it's on purpose, man. The bots are a different story, obviously. You can't stop bots. The only way bots are going to stop is secondary market. The market cools off. You can't just flip booster boxes, for 60 $100 profit. So um yeah, it was terrible though. It was absolutely freaking terrible. People, people were raging in the Discord. I don't know if you saw it. I know that you're a part of the Discord, but people were losing their minds to it. Yeah, it was not fun for a lot of people. But yeah, I agree. They gotta figure this shit out. I think they're again, I think they're doing it on purpose. I couldn't connect to the website before. Yeah, because I somehow got in on Firefox. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the website actually wasn't too bad. I used Chrome, and I just sat through the queue, and it really wasn't too bad. But like I said, my wife on our PC, it got error 17. So damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I had that happen with Perfect Order. Perfect Order went out of stock 5 minutes before I was gonna get in on the from in the Pokemon Center. So, which I like Perfect Order. There's a lot of people that don't like Perfect Order. I think it's a fun set for collectors and people that want to just um open and even players. But people wanted to flip it. They wanted to get in and fucking flip it. I don't know why. You don't you made $40 on it. Why do I care if people upload every day? They are grinding, they are getting the numbers up. That's I don't care. What makes you think I care if people upload every day? Just because I said the content's ass? Like, that's my opinion. I don't give a shit if people upload every day. So, I don't know what you're talking about there, Pablo. Yeah, I heard that too, Whack. Like a bunch of people were talking about it auto refreshing. There there's some weird shit. People are getting banned and IP banned and error 20s and a lot of weird stuff. They shouldn't have 20 different errors for a website. I mean, you got to think there's um there's websites for people of a certain age that probably have millions of people on all at one time with tissues and lotion, if you know what I'm saying. They don't have issues. I don't have errors. I did not I did not get any invites. I don't know if it's like first come, first serve. Yes, you can Whack. It showed up. It showed up. But yeah, no, I did not get an invite. I'm just gonna honestly, I'm just gonna pick up. I think that's what I'm going to do, honestly. I'm gonna get PC TV, UPC. I'd like to get a couple of the UPCs, but I'm in no rush. Pick up some singles, and I'm probably gonna buy a decent amount of the booster boxes, whether they're 100, 120. Um, I think that the booster box, depending on what promos we get in English, if they're inside those sets, I think those booster boxes are going to be a great place for investment, and to just hold on to them. And again, it's a freaking booster box, right? So look at 151, look at Gloria Team Rocket, Mega Dream, Prismatic Evolutions. Like these sets do good. So I hope the booster box looks cool. I haven't seen the booster box, um, what it looks like. I really haven't thought about it, but that's what I'm gonna do. What if the UPC is 200? I mean, it's gonna be 200. That's fine. I'll pay $200 for the UPC. Yeah, yeah. I did get a 151 Japanese booster box. I bought one from Inept Card Collector, something like that. Um, I'm sure you've seen him. He's over in Jay's lives or Jay's channel. He's over in Henry's. Like he's all over the place. He loves all thing card TCGs. but he sold me one for it was in the 200s. I can't remember, but I just wanted one. I wanted one for the collection. I opened up a decent amount of 151 English, ETBs, the UPCs, bundles. So I didn't have any. I have a couple bundles, but that's it. And I just wanted a booster box. I thought the booster box looks cool, and yeah, I mean, I think long term it'll do great. So I've got it. Broke. What happens to not investing? What do you what do you mean, Pablo? I have been super transparent. Pablo, do you watch my channel at all? Do you actually listen to what I say in my lives? Or do you just like hop in for a little bit and hop out? If you ask anybody, if you ask Roxy, Thomas, Lambo, Brandon, Crazy, Whack, if you ask any of these people, they will tell you that I hold on to sealed products for my children, which technically is an investment, even though I don't consider it an investment. So I'm a little confused on what you're confused about like now do I qualify two booster boxes of a set being an investment? No. Like that's a collection. You're right though. You're not right about anything. What are you right about? No, not L Inept. No. Inept has 2 month shipping, but he does, yeah. You gotta stay on Inept if you buy from him, so but yeah. Nope, I'm right there with you, Korean guy. Yep. I am right there with you with the 151. Yep. Yeah. Also, Paldean Fates. I love Paldean Fates. I think Paldean Fates is one of the best specialty sets of Scarlet and Violet. I think Black Bolt White Flare is better. Um, but I Paldean Phase was sitting at my Walmart for $35 at ETB. I opened up a ton of it, booster bundles. I really enjoyed that set. I never pulled the Bubble Mew, um, but um, but yeah, you live and you learn, right? But also at the time, you just want to be able to open up packs, enjoy packs. I'd come home, me and my son, my oldest son, we'd open up, we opened up Twilight Masquerade ETBs, we opened up Surging Sparks ETBs. Like we just opened up stuff and had fun. So um, yeah. Pokemon is super cheap right now. Yep. Nope, Pablo. I will never show you my sealed collection because I don't have a sealed collection because I don't like Pokemon and I do not collect Pokemon or invest in Pokemon. Everything that I've ever showed you is not real. It's a figment of your imagination. Yep. A lot of people are doing that, Korean guy. A lot of people are doing that. I had a buddy of mine I was talking to, and he's got a friend that after the Pitch Black Pokemon Center fiasco, um, he's been in the hobby for a very long time. He said, "I'm just gonna sell it all." Like he people like the true I don't know. I mean, people could argue with what I'm about to say. They probably will. People could argue about anything, right? I feel like personally, the true fans, the true people that love Pokemon, they are they're just leaving. Now they'll come back. They'll always come back. But I feel like they're burnt out. They feel like they've been let down by Pokemon right now. And it does feel like Pokemon is, celebrating all these investor bros. People who are just in it for the money. Um, so so yeah, I'm not surprised. But again, it won't work. Eventually things will cool off, Pokemon will fix it, and then people will be back. Multiple Bubble Mews, nice. Well, at least he gave you his binder. I remember the Bubble Mew being $40. That was one of my biggest regrets, but of course not getting Evolving Skies at the time, but not picking up the Bubble Mew at $40 when it jumped to $60, because I thought it was gonna come back down. Yes, sir, whack. Nah, Pablo doesn't vend. He's just going to a card show. Yeah, it's always it's always good to have people come in. By the way, that was the only thing I've ever been truthful about. Everything else is a lie. I'm not even real. So he does. He does, Joey. That's very true. I have no sealed at all. I don't. No sealed, no singles, no slabs, no nothing. Absolutely right. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that actually, Korean guy with pack hype, but yeah, it the Synod here. What was it? I can't remember the sets that they had. I know they had a Synod Heroes though that people were showing off, and again, it kind of shows how out of touch Pokemon can be at times, where you know people again, it's something cool, like people do pay for this world, or people do pay for these events to show up at the events, um, and then they reward them with the, PCTBs, but yeah, I I I was I was surprised and not surprised all at the same time. You never got ascended on the Pokemon Center? Why do I switch up when TRJ shows up? How do I switch up? I'm pretty sure I said that I say the same thing I've always said, so yeah, I don't know, I just saw the guy where they had the picture of the vending machine, and then he was walking or I guess it was a dude, it looked like a dude's hand, but then, he was walking with the Cine Heroes PCTB, so, I don't know. I they've got Ascended Heroes. I mean, they got PCTBs, I just are they holding on to them? Are they gonna release more? I know Krabby said in the live that he feels like Pokemon has never reprinted PCTBs, and I wanted to ask him about this, but Prismatic Evolutions PCTBs were, I feel like, reprinted multiple times. We had multiple waves of them. I mean, technically, we were never told that they were reprints. Black Bolt, White Flare, we had the initial drop, and then a couple months later, they did them again. So I feel like maybe that was a form of a reprint. Um, so I don't, yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, but I also don't have any sort of proof or reason to think otherwise. Besides prismatic evolutions, I feel like with the waves that we've gotten of them, the ETBs, they had to have been a reprint, but not always. Oh, that's crazy, Korean guy. Yeah. Did you at least get the bundles? Because the bundles, I mean, the queue system completely shut down. There wasn't a queue system. I feel like a Ascending Heroes drop was easy. Maybe the top 5 easiest PC drops. I mean, it just depends, man. It depends. I know Polo Blue was saying before the Pitch Black drop how easy Pokemon Center ET or Pokemon Center was supposed to be able to hit, and then I saw later he missed out. So it really is a luck. I mean, you can do the best that you can do, but at the end of the day, sometimes you miss, sometimes you don't. I was in the Pokemon Center queue as soon as Perfect Order dropped, and I still missed out. My queue time just kept going up and up and up, and I didn't get it, and I wanted it. Oh, what's up, Raw? How are you? You got cooked on the PC drop? Yeah, it was rough for a lot of people. Black Bolt, White Flare getting a reprint. We'll see how the Best Buy or heavy hitters go. Yeah, are we supposed to be? I know we talked about the heavy hitters, but it's been a while. I thought that they were supposed to have already been here. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Me and Pack Hype and Krabby kind of talked about it. I feel like there is potential for Black Bolt White Flare to get a reprint. I feel like it deserves a reprint. Um, there just doesn't seem to be a lot out there of Black Bolt White Flare. So but we don't know. All we know is from all the speculation, the rumors, the information that they're done with or they're moving on from Scarlet and Violet after this prismatic reprint of the poster and the pins or the tins, and then they're going to go to Mega. Now, could they go to Mega, print Mega, then go back to Scarlet and Violet? There's always potential of that happening. We'll just have to wait and see. But if not, I think, man, like a lot of the illustration rares for Black Bolt White Flare are getting up there in price. Um, which they're hard to pull. They're hard to pull. They're hard to get a specific one of them. They're even harder. I mean, they're hard to grade in a PSA 10 as well. So I think, Black Bolt White Flare has some huge potential, and people really didn't look at that because they were too worried about prismatic evolutions or destined rivals or anything like that. When bundles drop later? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, man, I got freaking Error 17 on the Pitch Black drop, so I'm right there with you. Maybe a major Pokemon repricing event on the horizon. Buzz being worth more than the Umbreon is wild. I just think a ton of people are moving into Lorcana. I think people are constantly just overflowing into other TCGs. They follow the trail of money. They follow the next hypest thing. It seems like Lorcana's starting to move. Um, I know that there's technically certain cards are rarer than, you know, RSIRs to be able to get. I don't know. I stick to what I don't know, which is Pokemon. So, Lorcana, you can't go wrong with it until Disney fucks it up. They'll fuck it up eventually. They always fuck it up, but they'll fix it. Disney adults again, they're their own little creatures, and they'll go bankrupt and sell their house to be able to buy a freaking $12,000 Mickey card. So just a different monster. Eavesdrop, but then Peeps got canceled later. Funny. Mm. There was a couple people actually, Pablo. What's up, Raw? How are you? Good to see you. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen you on the live. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I have multiple haters. I have tons of haters. Supposed to come August. So dang, so we got the Ascended Heroes dropping in July and in August. July was it July 14th, July 21st for in stores and online. Hopefully we get a couple waves of those. Then we've also got the booster boxes coming. We got Chaos Rising that's coming next week. Also, some people got theirs this week. Perfect Order is supposed to be coming in July. So we're going to be getting some product over the next couple months. Disney adults are wild. Yeah, they for sure are. They're they're something else. But again, Disney knows what they're doing. They've had massive success. They've shit the bed multiple times. They always seem to dig themselves out of a hole. So um, I do think at some point Disney will shit the bed with Lorcana. Even though Ravensburger or whatever their name is, even though they're the ones over the TCG, of course Disney owns the rights to it. They'll put some liberal bullshit in there, something that pisses off a huge chunk of people, and then it'll come back. So they've already, I mean, they overprinted, and then they've kind of figured it out. So like I said, I opened up some Lorcana with my kids a while ago. They my kids are Disney fans. They watch Frozen, Pocahontas. They've watched all the princesses shows, the movies. They've watched Cars. Like they're huge Disney fans when it comes to that. But they did not care anything about the Lorcana TCG as far as the cards. And then my daughter at the time wasn't even watching Pokemon, and we were opening up packs, and she's completely just fallen in love with Pokemon. As soon as she opened up her first pack of Pokemon cards, she was hooked. So, well, Rar, you need to talk to your buddy, and you need to tell him to stop the bullshit that he does. Like, I don't understand with Joey, because Joey, I don't know if he just likes to play games or he likes to be a jokester, but I'm not gonna just like have him clown around. I don't care to do that. So I've told him many times that I would love to have him on as long as he wants to actually have like a genuine conversation. And then I feel like we're cool with each other. And then he does some clowning shit. So I don't know. No, Pablo, I'm not afraid of Joey either. I mean, Joey, I don't know how you plan on coming on. Like I said, you just been clowning lately. I don't know what's gotten into you. Because a couple weeks ago, you're like, "I'll be your friend," and all cool, and then you do your clowning shit, and, like, "Do you even have Pokemon? You don't even have Pokemon, you don't even like Pokemon," like, so which is fine, you can do whatever you want, but we are not friends. I don't know who died and said that, but I don't have a problem being your friend, but then you just wanna do goofy shit, so, like, it is what it is. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you coming over and commenting on the lives. People enjoyed seeing you. Obviously, you're a very successful, uh, channel, but until you stop with the goofy shit, I'm just you're not coming on, so it is what it is. I can guarantee we're not, Joey. Goof maxing. Yes, sir. Yeah, he did enjoy making that video about Fabled and everybody making fun of him and over the prismatic and stuff like that. So, which I mean, kudos. We pick up some decks and play as a fam. It's a fun game. Is it? Okay. Well, we just my kids are a little too young. I mean, I we can't even play Candyland. without my kids, like, trying to kill each other because they both wanna win, my little ones. So, I imagine unless we just buy decks and we just pretend like we used to when I didn't collect Pokemon cards when I was a kid, um, then, that would be about the only way we could have fun playing Lorcana. So maybe in a couple years, we'll try to play some card games with each other. The K drama level of flirting, eh, I don't know about there's no flirting. I'm being very genuine. So, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know. It's hard to tell, right? Yeah, Pablo, I don't know what kind of fucking crack you've been smoking tonight, but you're on some different level. So, like, I'll just tell you this, you're not you're not a good like rage baiter. So, I would just stop while you're ahead. Yeah, they're just rage baiting. Yeah, that's all it is. Pablo's joining in on the cool kids club. It's fine. Pablo, you've been saying some pretty dumb rage baity shit tonight. So, oh, we got people going after with each other. You and Pablo go live, Joey. Do it right fucking now. you you and Pablo go live, and you can do a whole live talking about Jay, me. I, sure. I know Pablo would love it. Pablo would have an absolute goon fest over it. I don't know if he would be able to say very much besides like, bro, or what are you talking about? But you all do it. I would love to see you guys go live. Yeah, I can't say the same thing, but you and Joey should just bury the hatchet. So does here's the question. Does the reason that Jay and Joey don't get along is because of what Jay said in the Discord? Is that why? I'm not backing up anybody. I'm just stating facts. There's a whole live dedicated where that's all you did. So, yep, Shoe. Yep. And again, Pablo, like I said, I don't know what your deal is. I don't know if you're like trying to show off in front of your brother or if people are around you and you think it's cool, but it's like I know how you normally are compared to how you're being and you're rage baiting hard, which is fine if that's what you want to do. I'll do you one better, Joey. If you do a rip and ship, I won't even watch it. But I do hope you all the success if you decide to do a rip and ship. I mean, you probably should start one. You could just make fun of people the whole time and people would eat it up like crazy. You know what's funny, Chew? I actually heard that Crazy got timed out in Pablo's Discord because Crazy made a comment. So it's funny how people are like, we don't do that in our Discords, but then they do stuff. They do silence people. People do like ripping ships. Yes, sir. I don't understand why. I mean, I get why they like ripping ships. Makes them feel like they're important, makes them feel like they're special, but I I don't understand it. Yeah. I don't know if they pay the same though. Yeah. I mean, typically ripping ships are charging more than what you can pick them up for in store, you know? Not like, if you get Chaos Rising for $5, if you're able to find it, they're not gonna charge you freaking I mean, they'll charge you probably like $8 depending on how popular the set is. Yeah, usually pay market, sometimes a little bit under market, but yeah. I mean, there's a whole I think people do it parasocial, people are cheering them on. People are, the content creator that they support, they like. Um, they're they're telling them like, "Hey man, I wish you nothing but the best of luck." And then, some people I think do mean it. I do think there's some people that are good. I don't know. Some people are genuine rip and ships, and then you have other people that are just going to encourage you the whole entire time until you stop, and then they're gonna just kinda act like they don't know you very much, like, unless you're a big spender or a whale for them. Like I know there's content creators that don't even respond to messages during a live unless they're a member or they donate, you know, like super chats or whatever, gifts or stuff like that. So, I think that most people deserve to be recognized, but also I've only got a measly 16 people that are currently in the live. I know some people are in here for different reasons, not because they enjoy hearing me or wanting to actually have conversations, but um, I feel like people deserve to be appreciated. But yeah, ships are just parasocial for the most part. Mm, yeah, they usually market. Yes, sir, Choo Choo. Speaking facts. Yeah, right now you can't find anything. It depends, man. Like I said, I know a guy. He's able to go to Walmart's and Myers and he can buy Ascended Heroes ETBs, Prismatic ETBs, Destined Rivals ETBs. He's got like 40 Ascended Heroes ETBs right now, all at retail price. Um, Prismatic, he's been able to get about 20 over the last couple weeks. Destined Rivals, I think he got 10. Um, so it just depends on your area, man. But yeah, for sure, there are definitely people that are not able to get packs and they want to be able to get packs. Um, I would consider him a friend. Yeah, I would consider him a friend. Whether he considers me a friend is a different story. I don't know. I've considered people friends, and we're not really friends. So yeah, I would say I talk to him on the phone several hours a week. So yeah, I don't know. Take that answer for however you want to. I'm biased, but I enjoy ripping ships. No, that's to each their own, man. Like if you like them, cool. I'm not a fan of them, but I understand that they have a purpose. So, thanks, Rar. I appreciate it. People said that I need to not do lives and just make content because I only get like 8 people in my life. So, um, I don't know. I like doing lives better for the most part. Yeah, no, Lechonk, I don't know anything about sports. Sports is an insane market. You know, I bitch about $1,500 cards coming out for brand new sets. Um, you know, sports market, that's nothing. You know, they're just made different. Let's see. We're gonna do that, and we're going to do that. Mm, You only got 3 Destinados? You have 6 Destinados ETBs. He should hook me up. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it, so he's doing fantastic. What is my favorite cigar? It's different. I like the AJ Fernandez, the GOAT, AJ Fernandez, Decenio, um, my father, Blue. There's some really good cigars. I always get cooked on Target drops. Target drops are terrible. Zero Destin Rivals. I've got one Destin Rivals ETB. Actually, I don't. I have a printout of a Destin Rivals ETB, but yeah, no. Uh, I don't know. Destin Rivals, crazy set, crazy what it's doing. Wasn't a super big reprint. Um, so like I said, it just depends on your area, man. It sucks sometimes. Other places people are hit. I think it depends on your location too. Um, you know, if you live in a big city, you probably get more product, but you got to deal with more people. If you live in a rural area, you may not get nearly as much product. Um, but you might have a better opportunity. It just completely depends. You know, I live in a relatively small town and it's yeah, I mean, it's not for me to say where he lives. I mean, I told you he lives up by Canada. So, um you probably don't want to move to the state. I don't know. I don't know. I'll just if he gives me permission, I'll tell you tomorrow. Chaos Rising 3 pack is live. Well, I'm doing a live right now. So, by the way, appreciate everybody who was came onto the live, hung out, good and bad. Hopefully, you're slightly enjoying it. If not, I don't know what you're doing here. Damn Washington, here I come. Yeah, and I'm gonna time you out again, Pablo, because you're being fucking annoying. So I'm gonna censor your ass. Destin Rivals is actually mid. Journey is better. Um, I do think Destin Rivals is mid. I think Journey together is gonna surprise people. Um, but again, I don't know anything. Actually, I talked about this on Pack Hype in my live on his channel with Krabby. I think I think Paldea Evolved is probably going to do better than Destin Rivals. I feel like once people get over the nostalgia, quote unquote, uh, Team Rocket, that it's not Team Rocket themed. I think that Paldea Evolved, really big set, tons of illustration rares, tons of SIRs. I mean, they're not the greatest, but good pull rates, easy pull rates. I think that that will probably do better than Destin Rivals, but you know, you never know. So I do think Journey Together is slept on though, for sure. Probably is. I heard that those boxes are starting to slow down according to Plumber, so they're starting to slow down and stagnate. So might be a good time. You actually gave away a Destin Rivals ETB? When did you do that? Was it a Oh yeah, it was a sub giveaway, wasn't it? Or not a sub. I think it was a sub giveaway. That's hey, kudos to you, man. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess I'm a fucking idiot, but I gave away at 500. Um, I gave away the Mega Charizard UPC to one of the subscribers. They don't really come around much anymore, but that's okay. Yeah, Knicks are gonna win tomorrow or whatever they play next. You think Phantasmal Zard hits harder than Ascended? What do you mean, RAR? Like as far as a chase card? Yep, you're gonna go 3 for 3, Pablo. I'm not kidding. There you go, Jay. Way to go. Well, he wasn't a Gibby Goblin. He came around for a while and then yeah, I don't know. Sometimes he gets busy with work and he doesn't come around. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's it is what it is though. It's okay. It's no big deal. So I said I was gonna give it away at 500 and I gave it away at 500. So hopefully he enjoyed it, ripped it, kept it sealed. I don't know. I know LeChark. I know, and you got the Charizard out of it, so that's there you go. That's a banger right there. Save your fingers from clicking tonight. I don't know if Wax still in here, but um, I think if you hold down Enter while clicking really fast, I think that it'll kind of spam where you might be able to check out with it, so you don't have to go as crazy. But yeah, Whack, isn't there a trick to be able to quickly try to check out at Target where you don't have to just like button smash like crazy? Yeah, Joey did. He did that Christmas giveaway. I think he did a couple of them actually. Um, I think he do black and white? I don't remember. But yeah, he did Lechonk one massive whole booster box of 151, then pulled the freaking Charizard out of it. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, no, I know you did, Korean guy. Yeah, I know. I just every site's different. So I was just trying to be helpful, but of course. I know that you helped me with the SPCs that I don't have. Yeah, the chunk. Hey, you know what though? I don't think anybody deserved well, I mean, I don't know LeChonk personally. I don't know him outside of YouTube, but from his channel, I don't think that there's anybody that deserves that the top chase, as they say, of 151 more than LeChonk does. Right hand clicking is you rest that hand. It's some 3 packs. So um I think there'll be opportunities. Have you opened up any Chaos Rising? Because I haven't opened up a ton of Chaos Rising, so bear with me. I think Perfect Order is a better opening experience than Chaos Rising. I feel like the hits are they feel at least more abundant than in Chaos Rising from what I've opened. But I think Chaos Rising's great. I really like it. Do do do. Oh, congrats, Jay. Phone is crazy. Phone is super hard for me. I button smashed my phone like crazy and I don't have good luck with Target. But didn't you hit the Mega Charizard UPC on Target as well a couple times? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Chaos Rising seems a little bit harder. Ghostwatcher 69. Mm, 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 mm. Jay, what are you doing? Oh, Jay, you're a funny guy. Are you born and raised in New York? Because that would explain your yeah, you did. So you've had multiple successes on Target. I tried with Target. I don't know if I have bad luck or what it is, but yeah, that explains it a lot. You're from New York. New Yorkers tend to not give a shit, and they kind of what is the word? Enjoy fighting, enjoy pissing people off, something along those lines. Yeah, shoot it, Korean. We've got Jay in here at least for a minute. We got some people dropping off. I have a feeling I know who are dropping off, but um. Oh, that's the question. Okay, I didn't know if you were asking a Pokemon question. Um, so are we cool with Joey? Jay doesn't. I can't speak on Jay's behalf. I mean, I guess I will. As far as I understand, Jay does not have an issue with Joey. I think it all stems from Joey's always been nice to you. I know he has Raw. I know he has. Um, I think Jay and Joey's beef was because um I made several videos in all fairness about Joey, and there were things transpired during a live. Inept people were pissed about it. Inept made a short. He posted stuff. Jay was like, "What's going on?" Inept said, "Hey, jump in the Discord." Several people had powwows about Joey. We had a rat in the Discord. They leaked it to Joey. Joey put it on Instagram. And I think since then they've had issues. Um, and then me and him, like, I don't care to have a problem with him. I don't. I truly don't. I just don't Raw, you were there when the live happened. You came, you said a couple things and you bounced. Um, but like I would be fine if Joey wants to be cool with me, but the problem is he does stupid shit. He says stupid shit where he's like, "Oh, we're cool." And then all of a sudden, he comes in the next week and he's like, "Do you even own any Pokemon cards? Do you even have any Pokemon? I bet you don't even have anything." Just like tonight, he came in, started saying some stupid shit. Um, and I'm not gonna do that. Like, I know that's his whole character is the goofy, the rage baity shit, but I'm not dealing with that. So, I I've given him the Discord. He can hit me up in the Discord if he wants to. He just chooses not to, so it is what it is. I mean, in all fairness, Joey does have like I mean, the Lorcana was smart. Now, did he actually think of that, or was it just kind of like a lucky situation? You can go either way. Um, but he's got a cult following. He's cracked the code, and he's got diehard people on his channel. He continues to grow. He continues to break out content. From what I've heard, everybody everybody besides like Nostalgianomics, because Nostalgianomics doesn't like anybody. Um, everybody says he's a great guy, but he just refuses to I don't know. He just always wants to fuck around with me. He always wants to joke like I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to get like a reaction out of me for it, but I just don't care. I've been very transparent. I told him, like, if you want to be real, we can be real. Um, but if you want to do goofy shit, I'm just not in the mood to entertain it. I don't have to. Yes, RAR. Sorry. That was the one with Mimic Brew in there. Yep. I mean, technically, Pokemon is doing good now, or not Pokemon. Pokemon and Lorcana are doing good. I don't know how much of everything Lorcana is doing fantastic or growing, but regardless, if you look across of all TCGs are climbing. Are some are growing quicker than others, but you know, like Pal World, I could say, bro, um, I'm going into Pal World. I believe in Pal World, and if the market keeps doing what the market's doing, that money is gonna slosh over to Pal World. I'll look like a fucking genius. So again, not discrediting anybody. I'm just saying it's the way the market is. Lorcana isn't liquid. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know enough about Lorcana. My my channel is pretty specific to Pokemon. I'm just a broke bitch that can only afford certain things. Um, think about going into Godzilla TCG. I mean, Godzilla is a popular IP. So, I've seen the cards. Some of the cards look absolutely incredible. I just don't know anything about it. Um, Nomics is the truth. The cards, Pokemon's crushing it. No, I know Pokemon's crushing it for sure. Overall, of course, Fabled's doing what, like 8x or something like that. No, you're good, Jay. Be New York, none of that shit phases me. Yeah, no, for sure. I know New York people, they're built different. Nomics higher IQ than Joey. Yeah, I mean, I think Nomics has put himself in a situation where he's like he can never be wrong, right? Because he says just buy and hold. And when you say that, you can never be wrong. Like even if you say, um, buy Prismatic right now at $120, it's never gonna go down. And then it goes down. Well, you can just sit there and say, hey, I'm talking about in 3 years. 3 years, you're gonna be fine. You know, Jay is Hive Mind. How is Jay Hive Mind? What's up, Jason? How are you? How's Australia? How are you doing, buddy? It's been a while. That Greninja? Yeah, the Greninja's okay. I mean, I'd be happy if I hit it. I'm not gonna sell it. I definitely keep the card, but I think Twilight Masquerade's better and Twilight's cheaper right now. Pokemon is liquid as water, yes, sir. Joey doesn't like me because there was a Pokemon video where he called out Joey for something, and in the comment section I mentioned something I didn't like about Joey. Gotcha. There you go. Bro, can we just we're gonna have to chill. You see what I said earlier? Um, what was it? Pablo, you're out, buddy. Um, I don't know if those vibes. What did I miss? Sorry, Korean guy. I don't think I missed a comment. Can you ask the question again? I'm sorry. I'm not seeing. I mean, I talked about that um me and Joey situation. So I apologize. I believe I missed your comments. Twilight isn't your favorite? Like the set Twilight or the Greninja? I like the Greninja from Twilight the best. I know a lot of people like Shrouded Fable promo. I think it's cool. I definitely could see how some people like that card, but I think that the Greninja from Twilight it's just a better Greninja. Yeah, I agree. And Nomics We Trust, SpongeBob Chrome Tops 2025 to the moon. I guess so. I didn't watch that video, but I heard about it. Ghost Watcher. It's crazy. I mean, is there nothing for Nostalgianomics to pump at the current moment? He's got to talk about SpongeBob Chrome cards, which I don't know anything about him. I've seen the cards. I saw TRJ he used to open them during his lives. I don't get well, I don't know what they're going for, what the boxes are going for, what the singles are going for. I think it's kind of goofy. They just look like they took pictures from the TV show and slapped them on some cards, but the market's gonna market, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, Jay is and let me be fully transparent about this before I say this. Me and Jay do not talk. He is a part of my Discord. We have talked in the past. We've had just brief conversations. Me and Jay are on two opposite sides of the content creation sphere. He is an investing channel. I am a random ass channel that just makes content, barely talks about random stuff and does lives. Jay is Jay's very selective with his words. Now nobody's ever a perfect human being, but he has told people when things were going hyperbolic, he told people like, "Hey, this doesn't make sense. Like these sets being these prices don't make sense." And he actually got a lot of flack for that. Um so I don't see I don't see him saying like there was a crash if there wasn't a crash. Um I mean, yes, at the end of the day, you can look at all different variables. You could say, Pokemon is never going to crash because we're up 300, 400%. You have a 30% correction. Even though technically that is a crash over the lifespan, it's not a crash. There's all kinds of different ways you can look at it. Opossum J, Kyra, Team Rocket Joey, the CNN of Pokemon hobby. I don't what's CNN? Just babbly goops? Yeah. Guys, I'll be honest. I think I'm gonna have to wrap up this live here in a minute. I think we've had enough trolling, people going after each other. I'm good. It's just the facts. Yeah, I mean, but like we're just chilling, trying to have like a good chill time, and we got people going at it. Like again, you're allowed to give your opinion, but it's just like I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna call it that Piplup is the best IR in the Mega SVR. You know what, RAR? We can since we're gonna call it. I agree with you. It's the best illustration rare. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it. Y'all have a good fucking night. Start your own lives and go at it with each other. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna do Smash or Pass. I probably won't be looking at the chat very much. So come and do some goofy shit. I'll just ignore you. I don't fucking care. Y'all have a good night. Does anybody else have to make a comment? Hey, make your comments now. I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds while I puff on this cigar. Yes, it was fun regardless. Yes, Jay, thank you. I appreciate you coming by, buddy. I appreciate you coming by. It was good talking to you for a while. Blood, thanks for coming. Roxy, congratulations um, on your Gengar tins. Congratulations with the Gegard 10s. LeChonk, good to see you, buddy. Have a great one. Roar, keep selling the cards, making that money. Um, I'm glad I made it here. Yes, sir. Fake, 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 and fake. All right. Bye, guys. Go be